So you're online and you're looking at all of this information that you're dealing with. Or you might be in a situation where you can't find information about the particular area that interests you for your career, for your job. I'll address that in a few minutes. But first, many people I run into find that there's just information overload. So how do you get to the authentic, real stuff that'll really help you and serve you? First thing you want to do is Google your local chamber. So if you live in Boston, you type in Boston Chamber, or if you live in Sarasota, Sarasota Chamber. Find the chamber in your area. The chamber is an organization that has businesses as its members, like a little club, if you will. And business owners and members of businesses, employees join this club. And the reason they do that is because by being in this club and by being in the same meetings, they begin to help each other out. So for example, if a company sells houses, they're a real estate company, it might be useful for them to be connected with a company that does moving. So if someone is moving from their house, chances are they may need to sell the house that they were in. So it's an opportunity for businesses to collaborate and cooperate with each other. The advantage in a chamber is the members of the chamber and the people that run the chamber really know which businesses are involved in the community, which businesses are not. They have a sense of which businesses are doing a good job, they're taking care of their customers, and which businesses are not. They have a sense of which businesses are the good employers, which businesses are not. You do it old school. You contact the chamber, you call them on the phone or go to the chamber meeting and you introduce yourself. My name is Raj and I'm interested in being an auto mechanic. I don't have any experience yet. Are there any auto mechanic businesses that are members of the chamber? Of those people, who would you guess would be interested in giving a student an opportunity to get some work experience? This is the type of conversation you have with the chamber, and now the people that you're speaking with at the chamber might be able to give you some information, might be willing to help you and point you in the right direction. You have to remember that if you're a student and you show initiative and you make an effort, most people, not all, most people are more than happy to do what they can to help you. You just have to speak with the right people. So if you're talking to someone and they don't give you time of the day, or they say they'll get back to you and they ignore you, or it just doesn't work, you have to contact someone else. You have to be persistent. After all, at the end of the day, we're talking about your life, and you are the person who is most interested in your life. You have to make your life work. No one else will. In addition to the chamber, there are many other business groups. In particular, there's one that's all over the country, and it's called BNI. If you were to Google your city name space BNI, you will likely find a website that has a number of these chapters in your area. There's several of them throughout most cities, and more than likely you'll find a BNI chapter that's meeting near you. Now the chamber and BNI, they're not designed to help students, but they are a collection of businesses. And if you as a student take the initiative to go to a BNI meeting and simply say, my name is Raj, I am with Braden River High School here in the area, and I want to come here because I would like to learn more about connecting and networking with business owners. If you do something like that, most people will be willing to give you a shot. You just have to have the courage and the determination to do things other people are not willing to do. And you can do it, just decide to do it. If you're in a situation where you can't find information about the area of interest, you've gone on Google and you just don't have enough sources, an easy way to help you get moving in the right direction is go to a website called Indeed.com. Indeed.com, put in the type of work you're interested in, and Indeed is a job board. It shows you the different businesses in the area that are hiring for the specific vocation or career that you might be interested in. If you do this, it'll give you a listing of companies that are hiring, and it's not that you're necessarily going to apply to those companies because those jobs may be well beyond the capabilities you have, but it does give you an indication of which companies in your area are doing the type of work that you have an interest in. Once you do that step, you can then get the name of the company. You can then go back to Google and type in the name of the company, go to their website, begin to learn a little bit more about that company, and then watch the other videos that are in the series, because the other videos in the series will talk to you about how to use LinkedIn, how to create rapport, how to talk to a business owner, how to talk to someone who's interviewing, and do so in a way that will serve you. One of the things that we're talking about in this video that will help you is becoming better at listening to what people are saying. Now, most people are interested in talking. You may have a friend, or you've noticed that when two people are talking, the one person who's talking, the other person is just waiting for the other person to stop just so that they can say what they want to say. However, if you would slow it down and begin to develop your strength in listening, it is likely that you'll begin to hear things that you can then use to not just help the other person, but also help you get to where you want to get to. A couple of things that you can do to become a better listener. So if you want to be a better listener with your friend, people on your project, your teacher, your family members, people that you're trying to talk to about getting work experience, one of the things you can do is, as the other person is talking, don't let your mind wander. First thing is, if you can, try to lock in on the person's face. Try to lock in their eyes. That can be a little uncomfortable sometimes for you if you haven't done that before, but really try to arrange your face, your body, that you're looking right at them. Even take your posture. If trying to arrange your posture so that you're right facing with your chest that person. You're not at an angle looking over, but you're right in front of them, giving them your full undivided attention. In addition to that, as they're talking, try to, in your mind, kind of repeat what they're saying. So if they, for example, are talking about, we're looking for someone who is motivated, someone who's got a experience with software development, and they've taken these 2 classes, in your mind, as they're talking about that, repeat that in your mind. It helps you kind of get engaged and start listening actively. So in your mind, you're thinking, okay, they're looking for someone with software experience, they've taken these 1 or 2 classes, and just go through that exercise in your mind while talking. It's a great idea to practice this with your friends. The goal here is you become better at listening, and as you become better at listening, your ability to understand what they're looking for begins to increase as well. And importantly, that person, the person you're listening to, they feel that you're paying attention to what they say. Have you ever spoken to someone and they paid attention to what you said? Did it make you feel better? Did it make you feel like what you're saying was important? Did it make you feel that what you're saying was being valued? Compare that when you're talking to someone and while you're talking to them, they're doing something else. Notice how the 2 experiences for you are different. So you want to, when talking with someone that you're trying to get some information on, or talking to anyone in general, but in particular since you're talking about trying to find out more about a company, pay attention to what they're saying and do the steps that I just mentioned. It'll pay off. It'll pay off with your family, with your friends, people in your school projects, your teachers. It'll pay off everywhere. Become an active listener, and when you do that, you're kind of giving a gift to the person you're listening to. People don't go through life with the experience that everyone is listening to them. So when you listen to them actively and you dial into what they're talking about, you're really giving them the gift of recognition, giving them the gift of recognizing that what they say is important and they're valuable. Try it, you'll enjoy it.